Hello everybody, my name is Steve. I'm back again with another juice review. This time it's 3 from OKC Vapes. First up is Strawberry Cake, 6 milligram. Let's see how it works out for us. Got it on Nemesis and a little cheap $10 RDA 1-ohm. So the vapor production's good. Flavor wise, you get the strawberry, you get the cake. Keep in mind that's a 1-ohm coil of 18350 battery. I run it about, should be about 4 volts. I like it. It's good. It's got a good flavor. The strawberry is not a candy flavor. It's a natural tasting strawberry. The cake is good. I'm not sure it would be an all-day vape for me. It's a very good dessert vape. It's tasty. I think it's a little. I get more cake than strawberry. And to me, strawberry cake, I should get, well, I guess that's right, you should get more cake than strawberry. I'd like to have just a tad bit more strawberry and maybe a little bit sweeter. There's no funky aftertaste or anything like that. It's just good. It's very tasty. I like it. It's a little dry. You know how like some juices just make your mouth water? This one doesn't do that. To me, it's a little dry. And I have no idea why that would be. It's good. OKC Vapes, according to their website, their juices are 60-40. I'm going to assume that's 60 PG to 40 VG. When I DIY my own, I make max VG, which usually works out to around 40-60 PG to VG. So that could be why. I'm used to a more VG heavy juice. But the vapor production on it is just perfect. I'm going to go ahead and switch out this wick. And we'll get to the next juice. Do a quick dry burn. When Paula, I was emailing back and forth with Paula from OKC Vapes, and she asked me if I'd like to try a juice that they had just come out. And I said sure, of course. I like OKC Vapes, they're good people, and I like their juices. And she said, okay, I'm going to send you one that we've been working on. And I said, oh, that's perfect. I'd be happy to try it out. And so she sent me Honeysucle, which is going to be the next juice I'm going to review in this review. And here it is, the OKC Vapes brown bottle, which I really like. And these bottles are great. I like the brown, it keeps the sunlight off of them. Sunlight, in case you don't know, can discolor your juice. Generally, light is not juice's friend. So we're going to try the Honeysucle now. Now I grew up in Virginia, and at the end of my driveway was a great big honeysuckle patch. So I know very well what honeysuckle tastes like. So let's see how this juice does. And by the way, I do like honeysuckle. It was one of my favorite things to do as a kid, was go down and pick the honeysuckle and take a taste of it. Get juice everywhere. Alright, so here we go. OKC Vapes, honeysuckle, 6 milligram per my usual. Let's give it a vape. Alright, so the vapor production on it's good. It's got a nice throat hit, which is surprising considering it's a honeysuckle flavored juice. Get a couple drops in here real quick. Did real short wicks so they don't hold a lot of juice. Let's see what we got for flavor. The flavor is outstanding. This is honeysuckle. This very much took me back to walking down the driveway as a kid in Virginia and picking honeysuckle off the vine and enjoying it very much. It's a very good flavor. It's not a light flavor. There's quite a bit of flavor in there. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. That could be an all-day vape for me. That's delicious. That's fantastic. Check my air hole. Feels like I got yeah. That's just a great vape. If you don't know what honeysuckle tastes like, it's sweet. It's honey. Just one of the nature's great treats, and this is a very close replica of it. Yeah, that takes me back to being a kid. That could easily be an all-day vape. So, when she asked me if I wanted to try the honeysuckle. Well, she didn't say it was honeysuckle when she asked. She just said it was one of the flavors they were working on. And I'm sorry if I go out of camera here, out of shot. Switching wicks out as I go, doing dry burns. So, but when we started emailing back and forth about this, she asked if I vape tobaccos, and I said yes, I do. I don't vape a lot of tobaccos. I'm certainly no tobacco connoisseur, but I do enjoy one every now and then. And so she said, well, the honeysuckle goes really well with our Campfire, which I found interesting. Just switching out my wick here. And she asked if I'd like to try that as well. And I said, of course. You know, I'll basically try whatever you got, and give you an honest opinion on it. So the next juice is going to be the OKC Vapes Campfire. And this is a tobacco vape, and Let's see what I think of this one. We're going to try it by itself first. 6 milligram as always. And it's clear. It's a clear juice. Now when I first started vaping, it was probably a good year and a half before I tried a tobacco flavored juice. And it seemed sort of antithetical to me to get off of cigarettes and vape tobacco flavored juices. So that's why it took so long. But this is Campfire, and it's a tobacco, and we'll see what I think of this one. Assuming these are all 60/40 or 40, yeah, 60/40. PG VG once again, OKCVapes.com. I was watching Grim Green one time, and he said, I think it was a video called The Tobacco Enigma or something like that, and he mentioned that tobacco juices are strange because it's hard to find a juice that tastes like a cigarette, which makes sense because there's no combustion. There's no tobacco burning, or no tobacco leaves burning. And so what does this taste like? First of all, the vapor production on it's good as always with OKC Vapes juices. For tobacco juice, it has a decent throat hit. And it tastes like tobacco smells, like a very natural sort of tobacco flavor, not like a burning cigarette, but almost like if you were to smell raw tobacco. And once again, I grew up in Virginia. I've actually done that. It's sweet. It's a little nutty, the way a natural tobacco would be. And it's delicious. If I had tried this when I first started vaping, I would probably be a huge tobacco fan. I've tried a few tobaccos. It's generally not my all-day vape. I tend to be more of a fruit and dessert vapor, but this is a winner for me. It's dark, if that makes sense, whereas I would consider most fruit juices to be very bright in flavor. This is more of a dark flavor. It's outstanding. And Paula said, the honeysuckle goes very well with this. And I'm going to check that out. I've already got the Addy here with a couple of drops of the tobacco in here. I'm just going to drop a couple drops, 1, 2, 3 drops of honeysuckle in there. And I'm going to give it a little swirl here, make sure everything gets nice and commingled in there. I should note that I have done this before. I have 2 bottles here. This is the honeysuckle and this is the tobacco, the smaller one. And I have a couple small 3 ml bottles that I take with me sometimes if I'm out and about and carrying a dripper. And I mixed them. I think I mixed it 2 parts tobacco to 1 part honeysuckle. Shook it up, let it sit for a little bit, and carried it around with me. And it's just a fantastic vape. Matter of fact, I plan on doing that with what I have left. I'm gonna just add the honeysuckle straight into the tobacco bottle. And I'll tell you what, she was not joking. These two juices go so perfectly together that it's almost ridiculous. It is. If I were OKC Vapes, and Paul, if you're watching, let the juice department know, I would come up with a Honeysucle Campfire. It's that good. The honeysuckle brings out the sweetness into tobacco, and the tobacco brings out the honey notes in the honeysuckle, and it's just a fantastic vape. I'd strongly encourage you to, until OKC Vapes, if they decide to do the Honeysuckle Campfire, that'd be great. If they, but in the meantime, I would suggest getting both and mixing to your flavor profile, because to me it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. So yeah, that's just an outstanding vape. The honeysuckle and tobacco, the Campfire, it's honeysuckle and Campfire, mix them both together. I would do 2 parts tobacco to 1 part honeysuckle, but that's up to you. That depends on what you like, and experiment with different ratios. But to me, that's a perfect vape. Okay, so coming up, I'm gonna have the MMV Nanos. Should be here next week. I placed my order today, so hopefully it'll get here next week. If not, the week after that, I'll have a review coming up for that. I also ordered a Promedy from Titanium Mods from the Ukraine. However, there's a war going on right now in Ukraine, so I have no idea when that will actually show up. I don't blame Alexander at all. It's I knew that going in, and my concern is with the safety first of the people there. But so hopefully that'll be coming up soon. If I get any updates from Alexander, I'll certainly post those in the videos coming up. I may do one on this little Smoke Tech RDA. I think it's a Smoke Tech RDA. I bought it at a local vape shop. It was $10, and I really wasn't expecting very much from it. But I'll tell you what, flavor-wise, it's outstanding, and I think that's due to the size. It's very small, which I like. I like to take this with me to work. It fits easily in the pocket, no matter what it's on. And little 18350 Nemesis there. It does very well. It's not the easiest thing in the world to coil. If I do decide to do a review on it, which I think I will, I'll do a coiling video on it. The holes are small. They're in the post. That can be adjusted though. That's a pretty easy fix. I haven't done it yet. I just think that, but flavor-wise, yeah, it chucks it out, man. And I drilled my air hole out a little bit. Five 30 seconds. Just a great vape. So keep an eye out. If you like what you see, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day and get your vape on. We'll see you later. Bye.